Good afternoon. Happy Friday, everyone. My name is Allison Turner. I am the founder of Batcat Media Group, which is home to my podcast and dream business coaching program called Dream Plan Start Grow. I am coming to you live this afternoon on Friday afternoon because I heard something interesting this morning. I heard a phrase, Justin Conoco said it. So he owns a real estate brokerage up in Canada. And I was listening to his live stream this morning early, I think it's 6:30 or 7, I think 7. And he said, your actions must match your ambitions. And I don't know, that phrase for some reason just struck me as kind of a brilliant phrase, even though it, probably isn't brilliant. But, we're all familiar. I shouldn't say we're all familiar, but many people are familiar with the book, The Secret, or the movie. And I wasn't a huge fan of the movie. I think the book is good in some respects, but the movie didn't really portray that people had to take action in order to get what their ambition was or what their goal was. They just kept saying like, oh, they're putting their focus on it and it's going to magically appear. Well, it's not going to magically appear because if you don't take action, then it's not going to happen. How often have we seen someone try, and maybe you have been in that position. I mean, I've certainly been in that position where you're like not really 100% happy with your health. Maybe you feel like you're like sluggish, or maybe you're overweight, maybe you're just no energy, you have the afternoon like crash, maybe you're not sleeping well, there could be a lot of things. And yet you don't do anything about it, but oh, I don't look good, or I don't feel good, or whatever it is, instead of, hey, let me go for a walk and do something small to kind of take action towards what I'm trying to achieve, which is feeling better, feeling more healthy, maybe losing some weight if that's your goal. For me, I'm doing a 90-day challenge right now in a group with Barbara Majeski, and my goal is to create more lean muscle mass. So like I went to the gym 5 days this week, Monday through Friday. Now, some of the days I also walked a little bit in the afternoon. Haven't gotten to that today. I mean, I'll walk briefly, but for me, I'm trying to gain more lean muscle mass because I know as I get older, that's going to be critical for me in my health. So that's like a goal that I'm trying to do. So, another example is, say you own a company and you want to have more sales in your company, but yet you don't have a plan. Maybe you're the salesperson because it's your company. Well, obviously, if you're the salesperson and you're the implementer of the service and you are the marketer and whatever else you do, you have to have a plan to know, like, how do I get my sales? So if I know I need to go out and get more sales, how do I get my sales? What's the best way for me to get them? So is it, I need to go networking? Is it, do I get them from online? How many follow-up calls do I need to make? How many proposals do I need to send out each month in order to hit whatever total I'm trying to hit for the month? How many email follow-ups? All those things, and it could be different in your industry. I'm just kind of speaking about my own industry, but I've really started taking a look at that more in my own business of like, how many touches does it really take, and how much follow-up does it take in order for me to actually get that client? And so then I can start bringing on like an accountability plan for myself and my business partner and be like, hey, we need to do this each week. So, we need to each go to a couple of networking events each week. We need to each, follow up with some people, either, via phone or via email. How many proposals can we do each week, in order to hit the goals that we have for this company this year? Because I have pretty lofty goals for the company. And then one more example, as far as how actions can match ambitions or must match ambitions is I've been working on launching a online course, and I've been creating a webinar for the online course launch. And the webinar just has gotten me kind of like frozen. And so I have a date for Monday, which is the 27th of March, to turn that in for review for the webinar. So I'm probably pretty good about halfway through, but that is in my future this weekend because I for a while I was trying to do it earlier this year, but then I didn't really have the accountability of like, oh, well, let me just push the date out a little further. Let me just push it out a little further. Well, I could keep doing that and then it just never gets done this year. No, I want it launched because I want the course launched because I know the course is going to impact a lot of people that want to start new businesses, or maybe they're new in business and they want to hit those 6 figures right away. They have to come up with that plan. And so if I can help people do that, then shame on me for not doing it sooner and not launching the webinar sooner and not launching the course sooner. So for me, it's how can I impact more people? How can I make a greater impact on the world? And what do I need to do to accomplish that? So that's the third example. So webinar is due on March 27th, which is Monday. I will be working on that this weekend along with one other thing. So it is probably going to be a working weekend. Last weekend was not a working weekend. So sometimes that happens. But again, my actions have to match my ambitions. So if that's what I want and that's my goal, then I'm going to keep moving forward and I'm going to keep getting that to go there. So I hope everyone has a great Friday. Happy weekend. If you are taking some time off this weekend, enjoy it. If you're on spring break right now, enjoy it. We are having fabulous weather down in Florida. So if you're coming down here, if you're on the East Coast, Southeast Coast, give me a call or send me a message, a DM, and would love to connect with you in person. I hope you have a great weekend. I will talk to you again soon.